Let's make some piroshki. Part 1. The dough. Melt 40 grams of butter. Weigh again. Add some oil to make it 40 grams. 100 grams of heavy cream into the butter. 220 grams of buttermilk and 2 egg yolks. Mix. 450 grams of unbleached all-purpose flour. 40 grams of sugar. 9 grams of salt. 3.5 teaspoons of active instant dry yeast. And mix. Create a well in the middle. Add in the butter mixture. Mix. Continue mixing until it comes together into a dough. Knead inside the bowl for about 5 minutes and onto a flour surface for another 8 minutes. Shape into a ball. Into a lightly greased bowl. Cover and ferment in the fridge overnight. Part 2. The fillings. 2 Yukon Gold potatoes, sliced in half and finely sliced. Into a pot of water, season with salt and cook until fork tender. I'm using oyster mushrooms. 150 grams into 2 tablespoons of olive oil, seasoned with salt and pepper. 1 tablespoon of butter and mix. 1/4 cup of vegetable stock and deglaze. Cook until the liquid has reduced into half and set aside. 1 yellow onion into 2 tablespoons of olive oil, seasoned with salt, pepper and sugar. And mix. Saute until lightly caramelized. 3 cloves of garlic and mix. The potatoes are fork tender. Drain and into the skillet. Mix. Add in the mushrooms and mix. 1/2 cup of vegetable stock and deglaze. Cook until the liquid has reduced into 1/4 and set aside in the fridge overnight. Remove the outer layer of a cabbage. Slice in half again, and thinly slice. Remove the core. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Add in the cabbage. Spread it out. Season with salt and pepper. Cover and cook for about 10 minutes or until the edges start to caramelize. Saute. Continue cooking until fully caramelized. 1 tablespoon of butter and mix. 1/4 cup of vegetable stock and deglaze. 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar and mix. Season with salt, pepper and mushroom powder, some garlic powder and onion powder, and mix. And now it's done. Set aside in the fridge overnight. Grate 2 red apples, some fresh lemon zest and lemon juice from half a lemon, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 50 grams of blueberries, a pinch of ground cinnamon from Hexa, and mix. Cook until syrupy and jammy. This is gonna be awesome. Set aside in the fridge overnight. Part 3. Assembly. Sit the dough at room temperature for at least 2 hours. After 2 hours, deflate the dough. Weigh and divide into 40 grams. I managed to get 35 pieces. Shape each piece into a tight dough ball. Cover and set aside for 15 minutes. Roll into an oblong-shaped disc. To about 1/4 inch thick. I'm gonna start with the potatoes first. Add 2 tablespoons of fillings. Pull both sides into the middle. Pinch and seal tightly. Double pinch. And now it's done. Repeat the steps for the caramelized cabbage and the apples and blueberries. Transfer onto a baking tray seam side down. Cover and set aside for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, brush with egg wash. Bake at 200 degrees C or 400 Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes or until it looks something like this. Brush with salted melted butter. Rest for 10 minutes and devour. The bread is airy, chewy, and crispy, and this is probably my favorite fillings. The apples and blueberries filling leak. Oh well, let's give it a taste. It's sweet and tangy, expected. It doesn't go well with the bread, sadly. Let's try with the caramelized cabbage. I'm surprised. It's very yummylicious. Thank you for watching. Have fun in the kitchen.